Long ago, there lived a poor miller who liked to boast about things that weren't always true. One day, he told the king that his daughter was so talented that she could spin straw into gold. The king was amazed and immediately summoned the girl to his palace and asked,
"Is it true that you can spin straw into gold?"
The frightened girl replied.
"No, your majesty. My father exaggerated."
But the greedy king refused to listen. He locked her inside a room filled with straw and placed an old spinning wheel beside her, and he declared,
"If by morning you have not spun all this straw into gold, you shall die."
The girl sat alone and wept. At the stroke of midnight, the door creaked open, and a strange little man arrived and asked,
"Why are you crying?"
With tears in her eyes, she explained her situation. The little man listened to her and asked,
"I can help you, but what will you give me in return?"
The girl removed the only valuable thing she had, her beautiful necklace. The little man accepted it. Then, with mysterious magic, his tiny hands danced across the spinning wheel. Before dawn, every piece of straw had become shimmering gold. The next morning, the king could hardly believe his eyes. The room glittered with piles of gold. But instead of setting the girl free, his greed grew even stronger. He led her into an even larger room, filled from floor to ceiling with straw, and commanded,
"If you don't spin all this straw into gold by morning, you will die."
Once again, the girl began to cry. As midnight arrived, the little man returned and he asked,
"Well, what will you give me this time? Have you decided what you will give me?"
The girl slowly slipped off her precious ring. The little man took the ring. Once again, his magic transformed every bundle of straw into sparkling gold before sunrise. When the king saw the second room filled with treasure, his greed knew no limits. He brought the girl to the largest room of all. Mountains of straw surrounded her. Then he said to the girl, "If you can spin all of this into gold by tomorrow, I will marry you and make you queen." The girl looked around in despair. She had nothing left to give. That night, the little man asked, "What will you pay me this time?" With tears in her eyes, the girl whispered, "I have nothing." The little man smiled and said,
"Then promise me your first child when you become queen."
The girl froze, but with her life hanging by a thread, she made the promise. By morning, the largest room overflowed with shining gold. True to his word, the king married the girl, and she became queen. Years passed peacefully. The queen gave birth to a beautiful baby. She almost forgot the promise she had made. Until one quiet night, the little man suddenly appeared and asked,
"I have come for what you promised me."
The queen was horrified. She held her child tightly and begged him with all her heart. The little man thought for a moment. Then he smiled and said, "I will give you 3 days.
"If you can discover my name, you may keep your child."
On the first day, the queen guessed hundreds of names.
"Is your name Rowan? Then, is your name Oliver?"
No, that's your second wrong guess.
On the second day, she tried stranger and rarer names.
"Is your name Thomas? Henry? John? There are so many names. Is your name on this list?"
Yet every single guess was wrong. The little man's smile grew wider. It seemed impossible.
"No, your name isn't here either."
But on the third day, a royal messenger returned from a distant forest. He had witnessed something extraordinary.
"Your Majesty, I saw a strange little elf deep in the forest."
He witnessed a strange little man was dancing around a blazing fire and singing,
"Today I bake, tomorrow I brew, the next I'll have the queen's child too. No one knows, and that's the game, that Rumpelstiltskin is my name."
The queen smiled and hugged her baby. Now she knew the truth. That evening, the little man arrived confidently and asked.
Well, Your Majesty, what is my name?
The queen pretended to think.
Perhaps your name is Robert?
No.
Perhaps it is William?
Ha! No!
Or is your name Rumpelstiltskin?
The little man's smile vanished. His face turned pale and he shouted.
Who told you that?
In furious rage, he stamped his foot upon the ground. Defeated at last, he disappeared forever. The queen embraced her child with tears of joy. And from that day on, she and her family lived happily ever after. Greed and empty boasting often lead to trouble, but patience, cleverness, and keeping your promises will always shine brighter than gold. If you enjoyed this magical story, please like and subscribe. Your support keeps the magic alive. See you in the next adventure.